Something called the bloop scared the US Navy. It was louder than any whale ever recorded. Nobody could explain it for 15 years. In 1997, NOAA hydrophones scattered across the Pacific picked up a deep, rising moan. It traveled over 3,000 miles underwater. That is not normal. The sound profile matched a living creature, something enormous. But no known animal produces that much acoustic energy. Not even close. It was ice. A massive Antarctic icequake, a glacier fracturing and grinding against the seafloor, can produce that exact sound signature. The bloop was solved in 2012. Follow for one more ocean mystery tomorrow, because the next one involves a ship that vanished into thin air. There is a lake sitting at the bottom of the Gulf of Mexico. It has its own shoreline and its own waves. It kills almost everything that touches it. Brine pools form when ancient salt deposits dissolve in seawater. The resulting liquid is so dense it sinks and pools in seafloor depressions, staying totally separate from the ocean above. Fish that swim into it go limp almost instantly. The salinity and chemistry are so extreme it basically paralyzes them. There is a ring of dead animals around the shoreline. But mussels thrive right at the edge, fed by methane seeping from below. They partner with bacteria that turn toxic methane into energy. It is basically an alien ecosystem. If this surprised you, the next one involves a sound so loud it could be heard across an entire ocean basin. In 2013, a mass of unusually warm water appeared in the Pacific. It was 1,000 miles wide. Scientists actually called it the blob. Ocean water temperatures in that region ran up to 5 degrees Fahrenheit above normal for 2 straight years. That sounds small. For marine ecosystems, it was catastrophic. Anchovies disappeared. Sea lion pups starved by the thousands on California beaches. Tropical fish normally found near Hawaii started showing up in Alaska. The blob weakened the normal winds that mix cold, nutrient-rich water to the surface. No mixing meant no nutrients. No nutrients meant the food chain collapsed from the bottom up. Follow so you catch the one about the ocean current that controls winter across 3 continents. The biggest waterfall on Earth is underwater. It drops 11,500 feet. Every waterfall on land combined does not come close. Cold, dense water from the Nordic seas pours over a submerged ridge between Greenland and Iceland. It hits that ledge and falls, fast. It moves roughly 175 million cubic feet of water every second. The Amazon River, the largest river on Earth, moves about 7 million cubic feet per second. This underwater cascade drives global ocean circulation. It pulls warm surface water northward from the tropics, which is part of why Europe stays as warm as it does. Hit follow, because the next chapter is about a mysterious deep ocean sound that repeats every 26 seconds, and nobody knows why. Earth has a pulse. Every 26 seconds, without fail, a faint seismic beat ripples through the entire planet. It has been happening since at least 1962. Seismologists first noticed it in the early 1960s. It is too regular to be an earthquake, too faint to feel, and it shows up on stations from North America to Asia.
For decades, the debate was open. Some said it was industrial noise. Some said storms. Some suspected a hydrothermal source. Nobody could pin it down. Research in 2005 and 2006 pointed to a single source, a volcanic seafloor region in the Gulf of Guinea off West Africa. Ocean swells hitting a specific submerged shelf appear to generate the pulse. Follow the channel if you want the one about a patch of ocean that has been glowing bright blue for over a century. For 400 years, sailors described sailing through a glowing sea that stretched to the horizon in every direction. Scientists called them unreliable. Then a satellite proved them right. The phenomenon shows up in old ship logs going back to the 1600s. Captains wrote about a steady, pale glow, like moonlight on snow, covering thousands of square miles of open Indian Ocean. In 2005, A team analyzing old satellite data found an image matching a sailor report from 1995. The glowing patch covered about 6,000 square miles. That is roughly the size of Connecticut. The glow comes from a specific bacterium called Noctiluca scintillans, producing a continuous low-level bioluminescence, not flashing like most species. The bacteria colonize in massive blooms over weeks before fading. Follow so you do not miss the one about an ocean current that has been flowing in the same circle for at least 800 years. There is a current flowing through every ocean on Earth in one connected loop. It takes about 1,000 years to complete a single circuit, and it controls weather across entire continents. The system is called thermohaline circulation. It is driven by differences in water temperature and salinity. Cold, salty water is denser, so it sinks. Warm, fresh water rises. That difference keeps the whole thing moving. It moves roughly 100 times more water than the Amazon River at any given moment. Slow, but absolutely massive in scale. The total volume in motion is almost impossible to picture. This conveyor carries tropical heat northward, which is why London, at the same latitude as parts of Canada, has mild winters. If the loop slows significantly, European winters get dramatically colder. Follow the channel because the final chapter is about a patch of ocean called the Dead Zone, where virtually nothing lives and it is growing. Every summer, a dead zone forms in the Gulf of Mexico. It covers roughly 6,000 square miles. Fish flee it. Anything slow enough to get caught simply dies. The Mississippi River carries agricultural runoff from 31 U.S. states. All those fertilizers wash into the Gulf and fuel enormous algae blooms near the surface every spring. When the algae die, they sink and decompose. Decomposition uses oxygen. The deep water runs out of oxygen entirely, creating a hypoxic zone where almost nothing can survive. Scientists first measured the zone formally in 1972. It has roughly doubled in size since then. The record was set in 2017 at about 8,176 square miles, which is larger than the state of New Jersey. Follow the channel because we are just getting started, and the next pack goes somewhere even stranger than the bottom of the ocean.